Hello and welcome to the Ellen Made Book Club. Today I'm going to be picking out my TBR for September. So this is the first video that I'm filming in my new little setup that isn't exactly finished yet, and it's going to be a work in progress, but it works for now, hopefully. And yeah, I'm excited to try it out and figure out how I want the lighting and the camera set up and all of that to be, but yeah, we're getting there. I want to play my TBR Jar game again, and I realized like I have this really pretty TBR jar that I made originally, and then as I have changed it up and, you know, done the prompts differently and stuff, I switched over to new jars every time, but like I want to use this one, so I'm just gonna pour these out and like switch them around because I want to use this one. So these prompts are the new ones that I used in August, where the white ones are little games, and then I have the pink ones for my 25 books that I want to read in 2025. The blue ones are for other reading challenges that I'm doing, so the Buzzword, the Read Good, and the Savage, and the Climathon and Classic 6 challenges. The green ones are audiobooks, I think mostly for reading challenges, but there might be some other ones in there as well. And then the yellow ones are other books. So I'm just gonna put them in here. That feels better, okay. I also wanted to do some kind of a twist to this because I really enjoyed the games last time, and I think that you did too. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start with a game for each book that I pick, and like if I get stuck or I can't find a book that matches whatever the game is, I'm gonna maybe pick a prompt of one of the colors to like get a book title and have it chosen for me. We're trying that out. Everything is a work in progress, and that's what we're doing this month. And I also want to have a bit of a gamble because I don't know how many books I want to choose for my TBR. Sometimes I like having fewer books, and sometimes I like having more books, and sometimes I just like picking them out and playing the games and stuff, and then we'll see how many of them I read, and like maybe it will be more of a pile of possibilities. But also this month in September, it's Shorty September, and I want to participate in that. And so I have a bunch of shorter books that I have stacked right here and that I talked about in my video about Shorty September. That's gonna mean that I might read a higher number of books because they're shorter. So I figured I'm going to roll a die, and I'm going to have 3 possible rolls. So I'm going to roll this die one time at a time, and then I'll decide if I want to add more rolls, and however many, you know, dots I get, that's how many books I will pick. And I can stop whenever I want, and I have a maximum of 3 rolls. And if I get the same number twice, then I can either add 1 book, remove 1 book, or double the amount that I have. Okay, so I have some control, but also not. That's my plan. We'll see how that goes. Ew, what is that? That doesn't look good. What is that? I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna go rinse this off. Hold on. Okay. I've cleaned this, but now I need a new, I'm gonna use one of these. And that's not gross or anything. Okay. So let's start by finding out how many prompts I'm going to pick for this month. And I'm thinking I'm aiming for a higher number because it's Shorty September, and so we'll see. This one says 4. Okay, so I'm gonna roll one more time because I definitely want more than 4 books. That says 5. Is that where we stop? Do I stop at 9? 9 is a pretty good number. There are 12 prompts. I can't pick 12 books. That's insane. Ooh, should I do one more and like hope for a low number? But if I get like another 4, that's like 13 books. And then I can remove one, and then I have 12. That's a lot. Should we stick with 9? I feel like that's the sensible thing to do, but I know there are 12 prompts for Shorty September, and so, I mean, I'm not gonna read all of those books. That's not realistic, is it? We're gonna stop at 9, as if that's realistic. Okay. I hope I have 9 games in here. We'll see. I'm gonna start by picking a white. Maybe I should have the white ones in this thing. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on, I'm just gonna pick out the white ones. Oh, I'm so ridiculous, but that's fine. We can be ridiculous and that's okay. Okay, so now I'm not using this one anyways. Well, I will if I have to choose a specific book. Okay, but these are the games and you can see them, and now they're in this one, and I'm gonna pick the first one. And the first one is this one, and we're gonna see what it says. I think roll the dice. Roll 1 die, and that's the number of words in the title. So I'm gonna roll 1 die, and we'll see how many words are in the title of the book that I choose. 2. All of these books are from the library, and all of these books are also from the library. And then these are my books that I have picked out for Shorty September. And then these are just kind of books that I want to read this year. So we have a lot of options. The first one that I found immediately is The Break by Katherena Vermette. I hope that's how you say her name. This one I have started. I'm on page 49 and I'm enjoying this one so far. So maybe that should be a choice. I also have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes from the library, and I have started this one as well, but I'm only on page like, I don't know, 11 or something. This is an option as well, and I don't think that I have this for too long from the library because, you know, other people want to read it. But I should look at my stack for Shorty September, I think. So 2 of the options for Shorty September that are standing out to me are these 2. Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk, and then I also have Idle Burning by Rin Usami. This is translated from the Japanese, and I really want to read this one, but I think I'm going to pick Fight Club as my first choice. Yeah, just because it is on my list of 25 books to read in 2025, so that seems like the sensible choice. And also Caitlin at Spill the Reads just read this, and so then we can talk about it. So yeah, I'm picking Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. Let me move you over like that, I think, because I need a space to put the books that I've chosen. I'm just gonna put that right there for now, and then Fight Club can go there. Okay, so that's 1 book. Okay, let's pick another game. And this one says, oh, this one has lots of text on it. What does this one say? This one feels advanced. What is this? Random picture generator. Generate 6 pictures. Roll a die to see how many have to fit 1 book. Okay. Well, this is so advanced. Why did I make this so complicated? So I have my iPad here and I'm gonna do 6 pictures. Okay, so I guess this is what we have. Okay, so we have this night sky through the mountains thing. We have a pomegranate, sneaky statues, a bike on a winter road, some kind of a art, a fish thing with horseshoes and sunglasses, and then we have coffee beans. That makes a little face. So now I have to see how many of them have to match 1 book. I don't even know I don't know. Oh my goodness. It says 4. It says 4. That's stupid. Who came up with this stupid game? What? 4 out of these pictures. Okay, so the first one that comes to mind is The Wall by Marlene Haushofer because of the starry sky in the first picture, and then also the sneaky statues have their ears against a wall, so that would make sense. The bike on the icy road, I don't know if that could really work. Maybe she's cold and isolated and it's like abandoned, like all the people disappeared, so that's, you know, that could work. Okay, so I have 3 out of 6 pictures matching the wall. Is the last picture with the coffee beans on a wall? No, it's on a table. Is that a wall? Is that green grass and then a wall, a white wall in the background, and like maybe this one, weirdly. Let me think and see if I can find any other options. There's a bike. No. I also have Ghost Town by Kevin Chen from the library, and I feel like this one kind of works with the first image as well, with the sort of black and blue, and it's got little dots in the blue. Pomegranate doesn't work well, maybe with all the little dots in there. The statues against the wall, I don't know, I feel like that could work with a ghost town where, you know, everyone's like turned to stone or something. And the bike on the icy road is also kind of a ghost town kind of vibe. Yeah, an abandoned city and the bike is just left there. I feel like that fits. And the dead fish skeleton thing, and it also kind of looks like that with the horseshoes and the branches on the trees, like they have that similar shape. Is this one a better fit? I don't know. So, oh my goodness, where do I put this? I have these two options, the wall and ghost town. And as it is Shorty September and I'm gonna pick 9 books, I think maybe I should go with the wall. How many pages is this? 240. And this is also on my list of 25 books to read in 2025, but so is this one. So what do I choose? And then I have this from the library, but I think I have this for a bit longer. So I'm gonna go with The Wall by Marlene Haushofer. That's looking good so far. Okay, prompt number 3, or game number 3 is this one. Random wheel picker. Enter 5 titles and spin. Okay, this is fun. This is a good mix, I think. I'm gonna enter these 5. Lanny by Max Porter, Idle Burning by Rin Usami, Oil and Water by Helon Habila, The Man Who Lived Underground by Richard Wright, and Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. I've entered my titles and I've shuffled a couple times, and now we're gonna spin. It's gonna be Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. That's fun. Game number 4. This one, I hope they're different, but let's see what this says. Random picture generator. Generate 3 pictures, match each of them to a book, choose 1 to 3 to read. I've changed it to 3 pictures, and let's generate. Oh my god. So first we have some kind of a building with some mechanics on it. Is it a bridge or like a flippity bridge? Yeah, like a bridge and building and stuff. I don't really know. And then we have a little girl's hand, I'm guessing, holding a red maple leaf and, you know, dipping it into a puddle. We have a guy who is jumping up and, you know, clicking his heels on an urban street. Okay, so I do have a couple choices for the last 2 pictures, I think. Diary of a Void by Emi Yagi, because there are a bunch of leaves and it's clearly fall in both pictures, and I think that this book is about becoming a mother or not, and there's deception, and it's like, you know, a woman in the workplace and having children and stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, the fact that it's a little girl's, like a little baby hand holding a fall leaf, and it's also like red and her jacket is red, and yeah, this is the pick for that. The Man Who Lived Underground by Richard Wright, just because, you know, it's a man seen from the back and he's kind of mid sprint step here, and so that feels appropriate. And it's also an urban environment. The first picture, industrial environment, bridge, maybe Alice in Wonderland, because I'm like hella confused. Oil and Water has a similar sort of color scheme, I guess, so maybe this one. And it's also got water in the bottom of the picture there. It could be some kind of oil thing. Okay, let's pick this one. I feel like it's close enough. All of these are books that I have chosen for Shorty September, so maybe I should just add all 3 of them. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna add all 3. Okay, so we're up to 6 books all of a sudden, and we have 3 games left to play. Game number 7 is going to be this one. Game number 7. I mean, I haven't played 7 games, but okay, let's see what this one says. Tarot card. Pick 3 cards, match them each to 1 book, choose 1 to 3 to read. Okay, so this is a very similar kind of thing, but with tarot cards.
I'm gonna pick this one, and this one, and something over here. This one.
The Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Tower. Again, because I had that last time. A king, a queen, and a tower. And I'm gonna do what? What was the thing? What was the game? What am I gonna do? Match them each to 1 book, choose 1 to 3 to read. Okay, so I think for the tower, I'm going to pick, oh my goodness, Idol Burning by Rin Usami, because there's the tower is burning and there's a crown that's falling, and this story is about a teenage girl who is obsessed with her idol, and then he is said to have punched a fan, and so her world crumbles. That's perfect. Okay, so that's option number, the tower. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Wands, who is sitting in the desert, it looks like, with like pyramids or dunes in the background. She's holding a sunflower and some kind of a wand, and there's a black cat, and it's kind of yellowish. I guess it could be the night of Baba Yaga because it's, you know, yellow and stuff. And also, you know, she's not holding a wand, but she's holding a sword or like a large knife, so maybe that one. I do have The Queen of Water by Laura Resau, which I had requested for my library to purchase, and now they have. I am a bit fuzzy on what this is about, but I think it's in Ecuador, indigenous peoples. This could definitely be an option for the Queen of Wands, because, you know, the Queen of Water, that's very similar. I requested this like months ago, and now they're just like, it's here, read it. The Break by Katherena. Vermette, the woman on the cover, is also holding a flower in her hand, so I feel like that kind of matches. And this is also set in an indigenous community in Canada. I should keep reading this one, so I think I'm gonna go with The Break for Queen of Wands. And then I have King of Cups, a king sitting on his throne, and there's water underneath. He's got a green coat on him, so maybe Lanny. There's a fish and a ship. There are no cups. It's got a lot of blue on it, so cups. King of Cups. Do I have anything on here? I can't really find anything for the King of Cups card that feels right, so I'm going to pick a book title for this one and see what I get, because that's the whole point of this thing, is so that if I don't find a book that I want, if the game doesn't work, then I pick a prompt. And I'm gonna try and pick a green one so that I have an audiobook, because I don't have any audiobooks yet, and I need that. So let's see if we can find a green one. That's a green one. They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I don't want to read that this month. I put that one back, and I'm gonna pick a new one. Let's see if I can find a new green one. That's a green one. That would have been for the prompt for the buzzword challenge, to read a book with the word never. Wait, what? This is 2. Okay, let's see what this one says. Her Many Faces. That's a better option, I think. This one I talked about in my new releases video for August, I think. Cat at Curious Cat read it and enjoyed it, and so this one I'm much more excited about and in the mood for this month. So that's my 7th pick. And now we only have 2 more. So game number whatever for the 8th book of 9 in total. Okay, so we have this game, and let's see. Oh, this is lots of words as well. Oh no, I can see it says random emoji generator. We did not have a lot of luck with that last time. Generate 3 emojis, match them all to one book. Well, we can try. Let's randomize. Oh my goodness. There is a phone receiver thing. Is that what it's called? Purple button with a woman on it. And a CD. Call a friend. Call... And then also like music or something. I don't really see how any of these would work with that. I don't really have any purple books either. Somehow. Call a woman for a CD. What? Maybe this one could be an option. This is Everything We Never Said by Sloane Harlow. This is a young adult thriller, I think. And I found this at the library because I was searching for books with the word never in the title for the buzzword challenge. And this one came up and it sounded fun, or like, you know, like an interesting story. And it says, it's been months since the accident that killed Ella's best friend Haley, and Ella can't stop blaming herself. Now Ella is back at school, and everywhere she looks are reminders of her best friend, including Sawyer, Haley's boyfriend. Little by little, they grow closer until Ella realizes something horrifying. She's in love with her dead best friend's boyfriend. Racked with guilt, Ella turns to Haley's journal, hoping she'll find something in the pages that will make her feel better about what's happening. Instead, she discovers that Sawyer has secrets of his own and that his relationship with Haley wasn't as picture perfect as it seemed. Felt like, you know, the telephone and the girl button thing. And also it says Everything We Never Said in the title, and I said say things is something that you do on the phone. The other option, I guess, would be The Things We Do to Our Friends by Heather Darwent, which I really want to read. All her life, Claire has never fitted in. So when she arrives at Edinburgh University, she seizes the chance to reinvent herself. Then she meets Tabitha, who is everything she's not, charismatic, dazzling, and intimidatingly wealthy. Soon, Claire is sucked into Tabitha's enigmatic circle of friends, and it's all she hoped it would be, until it's not. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Oh, wait. Or this is my opportunity to choose Idle Burning, because it's about a girl and her pop star idol, and she finds out, probably on her phone, that he has disgraced himself. So yes, obviously I'm going to pick this one. Perfect. Okay. That feels a lot better. Okay, thank you. I had forgotten about that. It was way down there. So, okay. Crisis averted. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, and this is going to be our final game. Let me know how you like this setup of the TBR, if it's too many games, or if you like them, or yeah, what you think about all of that, so I can make adjustments for the next month, maybe? Oh my goodness, what does this one say? Roll the dice. Roll 2 dice. Letters in title. If too short, no match, roll another die. I only have 1 die, but I'm gonna just roll it twice and we'll add it up, okay? So the first one says 5. I don't know if I even have a book with that many words. 5. I do not have a book with 10, letters. Wait, what? Letters in the title. Oh my goodness, I was thinking words.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. I got a couple of comments last time saying people were interested in this one, so maybe that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. The naturals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison, or Queer Ducks and Other Animals by Elliot Schreffer. I'm gonna pick Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison. I'm very curious about this one. I bought it recently, and so I don't want to wait too long before I read it, and I could read this toward the end of the month, where it's like October, autumn vibes. It seems a bit creepy, but that's okay. And it's got 10 letters. I think this is a pretty good stack, and they're all pretty short, so it doesn't seem too intimidating. Even though there are 9 titles on here, like this pile, and then also Her Many Faces. Did I say anything what these are about? So first up I have Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know what kind of genre this would be, but it says an outrageously suspenseful apocalyptic comedy of horrors with acid clarity. This has been made into a movie which is pretty famous, and so I don't think I need to explain it a lot. It's these men who start a fight club. I don't want to say too much, and yeah, I'm very excited about this one. The Wall by Madeleine Haushofer, which is a dystopian novel about a woman who goes to visit some relatives, I think. Her friends go outside and then she goes to follow, but everyone's gone and there's this wall and she can't go through it and she's alone there and has to survive. And that sounds like a good story. Then I have Heartstopper Volume 3, or whatever volume I'm up to in the series, about 2 boys who fall in love. Oil on Water by Helon Habila. This is set in Nigeria and it follows 2 journalists, one experienced and one new one, and they are tasked to find the wife of a British oil engineer who has been kidnapped. Like, the wife has been kidnapped and they're supposed to find her. And then I have Diary of a Void by Emi Yagi, translated from the Japanese, and about a woman in the workplace, and she, pulls off the mother of all deceptions. Very cryptic, and I'm very intrigued. The Man Who Lived Underground by Richard Wright. It was written in the 1940s, but it was deemed too provocative to publish back then. It's about a black man who is picked up by the police and tortured and forced to confess to a crime he didn't commit. He escapes and then takes up residence in the city sewers. Very intriguing. It's a thriller. Idol Burning by Rin Usami is translated by Asa Yoneda from the Japanese. This is about a teenage girl who is obsessed with her idol, a pop star, and he's said to have punched a fan and her world crumbles. And then I have Black Sheep by Rachel Harrison, which is about a woman who has left her family behind, or like she's from a religious community, and so she thinks that she can't return, but then her cousin is going to be married and she's invited, and so she has this instinct to go back. You know, that comes with some challenges, some toxic family dynamics. And it's a horror novel. And then I have Her Many Faces by Nikki Cloak on audiobook, and this is a sort of mystery novel, I guess. It's about a woman who is charged with murder, and we hear her story from 5 different men in her life. So her father, her boyfriend, a reporter, her lawyer, they all have a different perspective on this woman, and I guess we're gonna find out which one is true, or if any of them are true, or what her true story is. So that's my September TBR. I'm actually very happy with it and very excited to read all of these books, and hopefully I can get to many of them since they are a bit shorter. And let me know if you thought that all of the games are a bit much, or if you like this setup, or if I should do something differently next month. Let me know your thoughts and I will make my own decisions. Also, let me know if there's a book in particular that you're looking forward to reading in September. I would love to hear that. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.